149th Soul Temple that I'm doing. And it's nice to do the one with money. And as Ishita told me that, in this post-COVID times, there's a lot of financial upheavals that many people have gone through. Some people made a lot of money also. I know many people who made very big money, my doctor friends who have these tiny hospitals, they made very big money. Yeah. But there are people who lost a lot of money as well. So let's understand what is our relationship with money, because money and abundance is there for everybody. It all only depends on our receiving about it. Okay. So let's focus on our relationship with money because it behaves exactly as we relate to it. So I want you all to think, what is your definition of money? Because very frankly, I'll tell you my definition of money. Okay, right from the beginning. For me, money is not currency. For me, money is freedom to be myself. Now, what do I mean by this? Now, this is a very personal take of mine. You can also think about yours as I'm telling you about it. So, for example, if I have money in abundance, then I choose the work which I like to do. I don't choose the work out of helplessness. Okay, fine, I need to bring the bread and butter for my children. So whatever work comes, good, bad, funny, I like it or don't like it, I'll take it. No, I don't do that. If I have lots of money, then I take the work only which I want to do. I take the work only when I want to do. So money gives me freedom to be me. Suppose I just want to chill and relax. Now, suppose if I don't have money in abundance, then what do I do? Can I take that break? No. But if I have that abundance and money at home, then I can take a holiday. I can take a new course. I can learn a new skill. I can go for a show. I can watch a movie. Money gives me the freedom to be myself. So actually, money sets me free. So money is nothing but a source of energy, according to me. And energy is available to everybody. Think about it, whether this makes sense to you. Now check your definition with money. And maybe if you have a pen and paper, just quickly write it down if you can, or just make a note in your mind. It's okay. Take the three main things that money is to you. How does money complete you in case you're giving that weightage to money? Okay. Whatever comes to your mind, just write it. If nothing comes, it's all right. Okay. So now I would like you to ponder upon one more thing. What would happen if I have too much money? Think of it. Okay. What would happen if I would have too much money? If I was the richest man in the world? Or let's say if you were Kuber, okay, the god of wealth. What would happen? How would your life change? How would your relationships change? What would you have to do which you don't like doing? So if I was the richest man of the world, what are the things I would have to do which I don't like doing? How would my relationships be? How would people behave with me? Whatever comes to your mind, okay? Whatever pops up, no, write down. Don't think. Okay, so one more question. Last one for the day. What would happen if I'm the poorest man on earth? What would happen if I don't have money for tomorrow? How would my relationships change? What would I have to do which I don't like doing? And conversely, for both these, being very rich and very poor, also write down the advantages of being poor. What are those secret benefits I have of being poor? Because I'm poor, I don't have to do that. Had I been rich, I would have to do this, which I don't like. That question. So the advantages of being in poverty consciousness that saves me from doing dash, which I don't like doing. Okay, so let's see if somebody is done this. Let's maybe take a few responses. Ishita, Can we take a few responses? Maybe whoever is ready and wants to share something can just raise your hand.
Can I? Oh,
Yes.
can I share?
Let,
Yes.
let Ishita select so it will be easier. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Okay.
who's that? Who went
Pooja,
first?
Pooja here.
Okay, Pooja Sachdev.
Yes. I
I
go?
can't see her.
Yes,
Yeah.
Pooja, please.
Can't see because camera is off, Yogesh.
Okay.
So I just immediately got what money means to me or what it gives me. Uh, so having a lot of money gives me a status. It
Correct.
gives me a better social circle. Like,
Okay.
the elitist, the high class, circle. And also it gives me time and I feel more beautiful.
Okay.
These are the three things I got with what money gives me.
Okay. And the
Uh,
other two questions?
so what will happen when I have too much money? Uh, I will be a little arrogant and snobbish, which although I vocally say I'm okay with it, but somewhere maybe now that you've said this, I feel it's not a good. I mean, just to say good for the sake of saying good, it's not a good thing to be snobbish. So that's fun correlation. Uh,
Okay.
what will happen if I'm poor? Uh, then I have to work to make money, and I like being like chill out and socialize and be this beautiful thing hanging around. I don't want to really. I mean, I like to work when I feel like it. I don't want to work for money.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to work for the fun of working or doing something,
Okay.
the fun of it.
Okay.
But even that has to be very posh, very status conscious, very high society. So I think it all comes to that. I don't want to be aam janta at all.
Okay. Okay. So what is your issue with money?
What is my issue? I don't have as much as I would like.
So why? What will happen if you have as much as you like and maybe more? What will you have to do which you don't like doing if you have
I have
more
to give
than what you want
people
money?
money. I'll have to start doing donation and charity and be that person, which I don't believe in giving money to anyone.
Okay. So that means your belief system is if you are rich, you have to give money.
Like
Correct?
I have to do more philanthropy, which I
Hmm.
feel like क्यों करूँ मैं ये सब?
Okay. Okay. So then if I don't want to do philanthropy, better I don't have money only. Correct? See, this is how subconscious things. There's no logic in subconscious. So
Correct.
good, Pooja. You have actually caught on to a very deep belief of yours. Very good. Just be with it. Very nice. So best is if I have to give away my money, better is not to have only because if I have it, then I will have to give it. Now, this is an irrational belief. Logically, it doesn't make sense, but subconscious mind doesn't have logic, right? So great. Pooja, very good. Very good attempt. Let's take another response.
All right. So we have Khyati next. Khyati,
Oh,
Amit, Hemant, and Palak. So
okay.
Khyati,
So
you can
wherever
go on.
Pooja is there, Khyati has to come behind. Okay,
Yes.
Khyati, there you are. They're two
Hi,
inseparable
Yogesh.
duo. Hi, Khyati.
Hi, Yogesh. So, okay, so what money means to me? So it started with security,
Hmm.
then freedom,
Hmm.
and then it was power. So what I actually feel when I have money is I feel power.
Hmm.
My issue with money is that I know it can go anytime. So that is always a worry that I have. And if I have a lot of money, what will happen? I feel I have to worry about keeping it safe. uh,
Hmm.
I will become snobbish, arrogant, because of the power that I feel when I have money.
Hmm.
And I
Hmm.
also feel people will take advantage of me and my money.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
these are the three things.
Okay,
Then
taken advantage of. Okay.
if I'm poor, okay,
Hmm.
then I have to listen to others or depend on others,
Hmm.
which I mean, then I can't be selective of who I want to listen to and who I don't want to listen to, right?
That is when you have money or when you don't have money.
No, when I don't have money, like when I'm poor, you
Okay.
give an option, right? If you're poor, what will happen?
Yes.
And
No, when
also
you're
that,
poor, what will you have to do? I mean, if you're poor, what does it save you from doing which you don't like doing?
yeah, I have that written next.
Hmm.
Also, one thing when I'm poor, there is that I have to work hard to keep earning that money.
Hmm.
Which I feel I've done a lot and I don't want to do that anymore. So that's the constant worry.
Hmm.
The benefits is that one is I will not have to worry about keeping the money safe. That's the benefit.
Hmm. Correct.
And
Correct.
two is I won't lose it. If I don't have it, how will I lose it? So I
Okay.
think the thread I saw is the big one of the biggest fears rather around money that I see is of losing it, of not
Of
having
losing.
money. So because even the issue that I had with a lot of money was that it can go anytime. So that kind of I identified, but maybe if you think there's something else that I'm missing out in this, but
No, it's good.
for
It's
me,
good. So
yeah,
it's
for me,
basically fear of losing it. So rather than losing money or being taken advantage of, better is not to have it. So it's
correct,
like if I have fear of being robbed, best is not to have anything. No robber will come to my house.
correct,
है ना? Okay. So
absolutely.
in fact, in my private practice, I get so many people with money issues. You know, you'll be surprised. Fear of being rich is far more prevalent than fear of being poor.
Mm,
It's very surprising. It's very surprising. And you know, as we came across cases and people who have written about money, there was a lot of fear of richness. That's why many people don't become rich. And in many cases that I found in my last 30 years of practice in homeopathy and in this, I found that a lot of people speak about, I don't mind, I don't have a problem earning money. I can earn more. I purposely don't earn more because I don't know how to manage it. I don't know where to keep it. The taxation, there's so much janjat, bookkeeping. I know people who say that I don't want to come in the audit zone. So I keep
yeah,
myself little less than the audit because then I will have to maintain books, keep it for 7, 8 years, and it is too much of a problem for me. So for that reason, they will keep themselves below that level. Yeah. I knew one person who said, I have 3 CAs working for me. Okay. Why 3 CAs? Because when one of the chartered accountant does my accounts, I got a call from the taxation department because the chartered accountant missed something. Now I'm employing another chartered accountant to see what my previous chartered accountant is doing. And just to be on the safe side, I have a third one. So that if even these two miss, the third one will not miss because one of the CAs had forgotten to pay the TDS and there was a huge penalty for this man. And the taxation commissioner told him that your CA is your responsibility. The CA sends you the computation of accounts. You have to okay it and then he proceeds further. So ultimate responsibility is yours, though you are employing a CA.
correct.
And that put a lot of fear in this man. And he started losing money.
Yeah,
Think
I
about it.
experienced this last month, Yogesh. I
Hmm.
remember the other day when you pinged about this workshop, I told you for the last 24 hours I've been working on this. This was my exact thought of because I think I will lose it, I don't attract it in the first place.
Correct. Correct. Okay. Great,
Yeah,
Kathy. Nice.
thank
Let's
you.
take another response. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, Shita.
We have Amit next, and after that we have Hemant, and
Okay, so
after
we'll
that we
take
have
two
three
more.
more
Yeah.
people who want to ask.
Okay, fine. See, we have lots of things coming, right? So we'll take
Right,
few responses and we'll move further. Yeah.
right.
So we
Amit,
have approximately two and
Yeah, so this is Amit's wife Pallavi. We both are in this session.
yeah,
Hello, Dr. Yogesh.
yeah.
A very interesting question you asked. What does money mean to me? If I'm the richest person, if I have lots of money, the first thought I hit was that I would not be answerable to anybody for any expenditure I'm doing.
Okay,
That is the first
okay,
thought that I won't be answerable to anybody. Wherever I feel I can just spend the money. The
okay.
second thought that hit me is I can do charity whenever I think of. I don't have to be
Okay.
on a particular day to a particular person. If I see a
Mm-hmm.
person in the parking lot or in a rain, if I want to give something, I can just give. I don't have to think twice. whether I can
Mm-hmm.
afford or what will happen and all that stuff. It means
Mm-hmm.
freedom to live on my own terms. Having money
Mm-hmm.
means having the freedom to live on my own terms.
Mm-hmm.
So that is
Mm-hmm.
what, if I am the richest person,
Mm-hmm.
that are the all positive things. And what I would not do if I'm the
Mm-hmm.
richest person, that's also you ask. So uh, there are many relations in life which are sometimes fake. So if I become the richest person, I don't have to fake any relation. So that was the first thought. And I don't have to convince anybody to, agree with me or be on my side. Because I'm rich, everybody will
Mm-hmm.
ultimately say yes, whatever you say is right.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if I am the poorest person, I would have to do multiple jobs at a time. And I will have to cut costs at every level, practically every level in my life. The positive things which I came to know is I will be happy in the minutest thing in my life, like having a full meal. And I won't have the tension of saving, because practically I will be living on whatever I will earn.
Mm-hmm.
I will have a full meal. If I don't earn, I won't have a full meal. So it will be like every day will be a new day for me. There will be no tension of saving for family, for anybody, for myself, for my old age or whatever it is.
So
So
you'll be like that Hollywood movie dialogues, no? Let's live for the day,
yes, correct.
one day at a time.
Yes, yes, one day at a time.
Wow, what a struggle you are attracting. Okay, fine, good, good for you, good for you. Good, good. That's a nice insight. See, all of you, as these people are giving their responses, your minds are also going through, and some awarenesses are coming to you, some insights are coming to you. Just be aware of that, okay? And then we'll work on it together. I'm also jotting down a few points what you people are saying, and then we'll work on it together. Working is very easy. Diagnosis is important. We are diagnosing first and then we treat it, okay?
Thank you.
And it's a process, it's an ongoing process. As you keep doing it, it's more fun. Working on self is the new high, it's the new sexy. It's good because we are looking at ourselves, we are looking at what we want, we are asking for something different, and it really gives you a high, okay? So let's get this high today.
Thank you.
Okay, fine. Ishita.
Okay, so Mr. Hemant Jain can go next, and then we can have Krishna Kedia.
Okay, Hemant,
Uh,
you'll have to unmute yourself.
Yeah. So I'll just first quickly take the case of being blessed with richness. So I think so. The first premise would be that I would be mentally very secure, and that would give me a lot of peace of mind because I wouldn't have to struggle on multiple variables to kind of lead a living. That's point number one. Point number two, I believe this is my real life problem. So, say for example, for 25 years since internet came to the country, I have been building very interesting businesses for others because I never had the capital to invest in my own business. So I think so it would give me an immense amount of freedom to explore and create things which could kind of benefit or solve a problem for a lot of us in different ways. So whether it is about traveling, whether it is about exploring, creating, innovating, it gets you mentally completely free. Uh, uh, Also to explore the creative side, etc. So that's what I thought was a positive part. With respect to what it would bring on the table, uh, I believe somewhere it would increase worries. Not because I want to multiply 4x, 5x, etc. But I somehow believe anything in abundance would naturally also bring in set of challenges. Obviously, there would be ways to deal with it. I don't know. I'm waiting for that day when it comes in abundance. So maybe I'll know how to kind of reason out the problems. The other thing I believe, when you have a lot of money, you find it very difficult to judge true relationships. So, say for example, when I was heading a particular business for 6.5 years, I realized everyone around me was my best friend. The people who I, fought for their raise, for their increment and their growth. I thought I've got such a huge family. But the moment I left and, 3 years, 4 years down the line, I realized those were all, relationship for convenience. So I believe when you have too much in abundance, a lot of your relationship will be for the money and not for the person in you. So this is with regard to abundance. Next, I come to in terms of what would happen if I was poor. Uh, so what I believe the good part would be that I would learn to live in a very minimalistic situation. I mean, because my aspiration would be so low that I wouldn't be struggling in my mind to, acquire a lot more and work around it and mentally be fatigued. So I would be more contented with what I get in life. And second, I believe people would connect with me for who I am. So even as a poor person, if I'm more giving, I'm helpful, there'll be more regard and respect to the person I am rather than to the aura or the money or the power associated when I was rich. And other point was on what could be tough. I would say uh, it completely depends. Very difficult to answer, but definitely there would be miseries for sure. I wouldn't say being poor is a very happy state. Sometimes you even have to strive for your basics. So there would be a lot of struggles in life for sure. So this is how I comprehend both the situations.
Very good, Hemant. Very nice.
Thank
Very
you.
good. Okay, so pretty much he has put in a nutshell what all of you spoke a little while ago. Yeah. So, like, poverty is being equal to being contented. Do you see this belief? Try to see the undertones of Hemant. So, if I'm poor, then I'm contented because I don't have to worry. I know this much is there and this much is going to last for this much, and I'll be more peaceful. I won't have, because richness is equal to more challenges for him. The more rich I am, the more money will come with more worries, more challenges. So, obviously, his mind will block money from coming to him. He will help others make money, but he will not have capital to put it for himself. And this is very true for lots of chartered accountants who handle money for so many people, but they themselves are not very rich. Not all of them. Okay. But most of them have a problem with money in their own personal spaces, but they help others make millions. That's quite amazing. Very interesting to see in the money field. Because I wanted to do this so many years back, I did a money management workshop. Very interesting. What I did was I called one CA whom I knew. I said, please teach us how to write these accounts, write the books, because in my medical college as a doctor, nobody taught us how to, manage money. This was never taught to us. Taxation, profession tax, nothing. We learned it on the way. So help us, how to keep these basic accounts. Then I called a finance instruments guy. So we made the workshop into bits like this. So then this person told us how to invest, how to break up the money and where to invest. Okay. Finance planners, no, nowadays they are called as. Then third person I called was a person who was into making big money by taking big risk. So he was a portfolio manager. So I called him in and I took the psychology of money part. So we did this 2 days workshop and it was good fun. And out of this whole workshop, only one person was there who followed everything that they learned. There was Kathy's mother, who just spoke a little while ago. And she's a senior lady, 60 plus. Next day, she broke her all saving account and made it into recurring, some current account. And whatever these little tips were there, she did everything. And Pooja's mom also did those few things that whatever she learned from there. It was quite interesting. We still didn't follow what these people told us. And then I had to still learn and struggle with money management because I had to deal with my beliefs with money. So that was one thing. Now, what also Hemant said was very interesting, that the more poor you are, the more respected you are. Because when I'm poor and I make a contribution to somebody of my money, they will respect it more rather than when I'm rich and I'm giving you money. Just see Hemant's correlation in his mind, that if I'm poor, I'm contented. If I'm poor, I'm respected, etc., etc. And obviously, his mind would want him to be respected. obviously his mind would want him to have truthful relationships rather than fake relationships. In fact, my son was telling me, he's a guitarist, he likes this John Mayer. So he was saying, just listen to the lyrics what John Mayer has written, that when I have money, everybody is my friend, and when my money is gone, there is nobody and I'm alone, and when I get the money back, all these friends again treat me like a long lost friend. So it was quite interesting. Hemant said the same thing what my son was saying 2 days back. So up till now, just see how many belief systems we are gathering about money. Okay, Ishita, shall we move ahead, or you want me to take one or two more responses?
I think we can move ahead
Okay, we can move ahead and then we'll take responses of these people in the
as we
other
go
things
on
as
the
we
way.
go along.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do we do with all these belief systems and our associations with this money which we have and we want to change? Because with these associations, what we want, conscious mind wants more money, but the subconscious mind has certain belief systems and associations with having more money which are not allowing us, because subconscious mind is 9 times bigger but 6,000 times more powerful. So it eventually wins unless you're of the 2% of those people who have genuine willpower who can overcome anything. So then there is a beautiful technique that you can use which is called a soul temple, taught to me by my teacher Atman. And this is nothing but a beautiful upgrade, if I may use, or variation, or let's say it's being taken forward and simplified from emotional freedom technique of Gary Craig, then came emotional empowerment technique, and then the current version of Soul Temple. And of course, we have taken it even further. We call it radical crystalline mind, and so on and so forth. But this is by far the simplest and the easiest beginners stepping in onto self work. It's quite amazing and it's very easy to learn. I'll teach you in few minutes here. So what do we do in this? Very simple. We keep our hands like this. If you see, the word is temple, and all temples, mosques, gurdwaras, churches, they have a pointed steeple at top. Though this has got no affiliation or no alignment to any religion, it was just the name that the teacher got in our meditation. So we are using soul temple. You can say soul mosque, you can say soul gurdwara, you can say soul church, you can say whatever you want, or you can even say soul's love. After some time, you don't even have to use these words. This is just an association we do for the first 21 days. And then after that, just in your mind, you can do it and you directly connect. What we are really doing here is we are trying to acknowledge these beliefs. We are not canceling them. We are not fixing them. We are not destroying them. We are not deleting them. We are not replacing them. We are not reprogramming them. We are simply acknowledging them, because Soul Temple philosophy operates out on universal laws. It says that anything that is happening in your life, whether you like it or you don't like it, is because your soul has sanctioned it. And what is your soul? It is nothing but who you are, something that is eternal. So you come here with a certain life plan and a life purpose. So if something is happening in your life, it has been sanctioned by you, it has been written by you. You cannot deny it, you cannot regret it, you cannot change it. The only way to move beyond it is to go through it, to face it. And one of the best ways of facing what is happening in your life and not running away from it, dealing with it, is this soul temple technique. Very easy. So what do we do? Very simple. We keep our hands like this, and let's say, think of all those things about money which are upsetting you, which are bothering you, which you don't want it and you want it to go away, because Soul Temple says what you resist will persist. In fact, what you don't like in other people is what you are suppressing in you. Let's say you're a person who doesn't like anger and you have successfully suppressed it spiritually by meditation. You have not dealt with it, you have suppressed it. Then everybody around you will be irritable and angry because others are expressing what you're suppressing. So, like this, there are many laws. So, when you want to learn Soul Temple in detail, it's a 4-hour module. Whenever we do stepwise, we can do it. But right now, we are working on money, and many of you know about it. So, just get the technique, the how and why it works, and what really happens. The technical part, we can do it some other time. The beauty is to just eat the mangoes now. Don't bother about from where they came. So, keep your hands like this. And now, whatever you have written about the belief systems about money, I've just jotted down a few, so I'm going to do it. Let's all do it together in your mind. And then you can do yours later on, which you have jotted down. in your own space once you have learned the technique. So right now, focus on learning the technique rather than focusing on yourself. Okay. So let's all start. So let's take somebody said, I will become snobbish if I become rich. Becoming snobbish if I become rich is my soul's temple. Or you can say soul's love, or you can say soul's mosque. Okay, use your word. And you have to say this 7 times. So becoming snobbish if I become rich is my soul's temple. Becoming snobbish if I become rich is my soul's temple. Becoming snobbish if I become rich is my soul's temple. Becoming snobbish if I become rich is my soul's temple. Becoming snobbish if I become rich is my soul's temple. Becoming snobbish if I become rich is my soul's temple. Close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and just blow out through your mouth. And just be there. Catch the next thought. Whatever comes, don't analyze it. See if it gives you more insight about the money related issue that you have. If nothing comes in, maybe pick up the next thing that you have jotted down. So I'm just going to do what you all have said, a few of y'all, okay, the few of them, and then let's see how it goes further. So if I become rich, I will have to give away in charity, and I'll have to become a philanthropist, for instance. And I don't want to give the money away. So if I become rich, I will have to give my money away, which I don't like, is my soul's temple. If I become rich, I will have to give my money away, which I don't like, is my soul's temple. If I become rich, I will have to give my money away, is my soul's temple. If I become rich, I will have to give my money away, is my soul's temple. Like that, 7 times. So in spirituality, we do most of the things 3, 7, or 21 times, or 108 times. Another one was that I have a fear of keeping the money safe. So if I become rich, I will be worried how to keep my money safe. Often people whom I have treated in my private practice, they use a very nice word. It's a nice word. Maybe you have heard it. If you have not, you'll enjoy it even more. They say, I don't know where to park my money. Interesting, no? In the money world, they use this word. I don't know where to park my money, doc. I have money, but I'm constantly worried. I have anxiety. I had this one man. He is a very well-known person from Opera House spare part market. Okay, a Punjabi gentleman, and he's a big wholesaler, all India level. He says since last 7 years or maybe 10 years, every time there is a IT or sales tax raid or I don't know some raid, and they come to his shop and go down, and they exactly know which cupboard to go to, and this fellow keeps changing that cupboard. But they exactly know. They say, we have to go there. We want to open that cupboard. Just give the key only of that cupboard. And every time it is happening. This man has told that I have told these officers, take any amount of money you want. Just tell me who gives you this information. It's so funny. And he used to come to me for treatment of anxiety. He says, I don't know where to park my money. Not knowing how to keep my money safe is my soul's temple. If I become rich, I don't know how to keep my money safe, is my soul's temple. If I become rich, not knowing how to keep my money safe, is my soul's temple. And like this, 7 times. All of you, let's do it 3 times so that we can save time here. Even if this is not your belief, please say it, because one of the laws on which soul temple operates on a universal law is that we reflect. Universe expresses what we suppress. Universe reflects what we suppress. We reflect what others are suppressing. So in a way, we are all connected, and others are nobody but a reflection of us. So everybody is mirroring us. Universe is mirroring us, and I'm mirroring the universe. So if maybe at this moment you don't have this belief that I don't know where to park my money, but one of the people in this group who's here is saying that maybe that part is there in you, maybe waiting to be expressed, or maybe it is still not come to your cognition or awareness. Maybe the other person is just shining that mirror at you. So say it, there's no harm. Yeah. So let's say all these things, what these people are saying. And that includes me too in this group, right? So not knowing where to park my money is my soul's temple. Fearing that If I have too much money, then I have the insecurity that it may go away from me, is my soul's temple. Fear of losing my money is my soul's temple. Fear of losing my money if I become rich is my soul's temple. Fear of losing my money if I become rich is my soul's temple. Fear of losing my money if I become rich is my soul's temple. Tension of saving lots of money is my soul's temple. Tension of saving lots of money is my soul's temple. Tension of saving lots of money is my soul's temple. Tension of saving lots of money is my soul's temple. Having less money teaches me how to live for the day, one day at a time, is my soul's temple. My desire to live a spiritual life prevents me from becoming rich, is my soul's temple. Now, if you see the association, um, 1960s and 70s, if you see the movies, the rich people were shown as tormentors, the zamindars, okay, the money lenders, etc. In the olden times, the rich people were shown as oppressors, somebody who cheated, somebody who took away your livelihood, took advantage of you, and all those associations may be there in our mind. We don't know how. Maybe from the movies, maybe in our upbringing, maybe from the education, maybe through our personal experiences as well. Then a subconscious then doesn't want us to have money, because then we kind of identify with those negative characters, which we have to break. How do we do it? One of the ways is soul temple. You're just acknowledging that association and it loses its charge. If you see also in our mythology, Indian mythology, in fact, the people whom we pray to, we revere, the saints, they were almost those people who would beg for food in the evening. See Sai Baba, he would help you set up your industry, but he in the evening would go with a begging bowl for food. So most of the saintly figures, godly figures, spiritual figures actually were people who completely had no money with them, who kind of lived for the day, who had no attachment to money, non-material, etc., etc. Of course, I'm not talking about the new age spiritual gurus. We are not talking about Deepak Chopra. We are not talking about Tony Robbins. We are not talking about the new age Rado wearing and Ferrari riding gurus. We are not talking about the gurus who ride helicopters. They have broken that belief. And it's so much fun to. I really enjoy seeing them. I really enjoy seeing them, because Mother Earth has all the abundance for us. So why don't we take it and use it for good purpose? Use it to, again, not to help, because see, when you go to help somebody, you're putting yourself at a higher pedestal and the receiver at a lower pedestal. Maybe we can be a contribution. Think about it. These are all food for your thought. So let's go further.
I think
So
Pooja has a question here, Doc. Pooja
yeah,
Sachdev.
yeah, Pooja, I'll just come back to you. Just few
Sure.
more. We just need to finish this, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, just few more. So living for the day is my soul's temple. So living for the day is a very spiritual way of living. So being spiritual, when I'm poor, I'm spiritual, is my soul's temple. If I'm rich, I'm not spiritual, is my soul's temple. Being poor is spiritual, is my soul's temple. Being rich is not being spiritual, is my soul's temple. Something like that in your own words. More money brings more money and more challenges. So being rich is equal to having more challenges in life, is my soul's temple. Having more money brings more worry, more challenges, more fear, more insecurity, is my soul's temple. Then more money and being rich and being wealthy brings friends who are not genuine friends, relatives who are not genuine relatives, or in short, more money and wealth brings fake relationships in my life, is my soul's temple. And that's not true, it's irrational thought. So more money brings fake relationships in my life, is my soul's temple. More money brings fake relationships in my life, is my soul's temple. Being poor makes me have genuine relationships, is my soul's temple. So like somebody says, if I'm poor and you still come to me and love me, then you truly love me and not for my money. That kind of thing. It's very filmy, but that's how it is. So more money brings fake relationships, less money brings genuine relationships, is my soul's temple. Let's go further. Poverty, with poverty, I'm more contented is my soul's temple. The more poor I am, the more respected I am for my contributions is my soul's temple. Okay, Pooja, now we can take your question. So these are the few things I jotted down with what you responded today.
Okay. So, just really quickly, when you said that we pick up all these associations from movies and, so on and so forth, then can we just form a statement like all my associations and beliefs which don't allow me to have abundance or more money is my soul's temple?
Yes, of course.
So
Why
just
not?
add and then don't need to like segregate it. It can just be like one whole. It works like that.
Yes, Pooja, I want to tell something here which is out of place here. I learned theta healing many years back. I'm talking about like it was very new in India that time. And in my institute, one day I entered and everybody started looking at me because in the institute where I used to go to do these courses, there were many clairvoyant people. Okay, so as they were doing these meditative practices, etc., so they could see your auras and chakras and everything. Okay, so like it was one hell of a place. And I went there and everybody's looking at me, everybody's looking at me, and there was an unwritten rule in the institute that nobody will heal anybody without permission. Okay, now everybody's looking at me and everybody's asking, Yogesh, all right? Yogesh, all right? Yogesh? I said, yeah, I'm all right. Okay, do you need any healing? No, I'm fine, I'm fine. And it's like everybody's itching to get a yes from me, and I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. And then my teacher that day, like we have this kind of uh, sessions for all the trainers where we work on ourselves. Okay, so once in a month or once in few weeks, we would meet there. So as we are sitting there, my teacher says, Yogesh, I want you to come as a demo. So I knew something is wrong. Everybody's watching me and I don't know why. I said, okay, fine. So I sat and he said, tell me, what have you done on yourself recently? So I told him, I have just learned theta healing, Vienna Stables theta healing. I did a course from some trainer who came from UK, and she taught us how to work on our belief system. Then it's quicker than hypnotherapy. So I worked on it. So he says, yeah, but what did you do? I thought rather than doing one belief at a time. So Pooja, I did exactly like you. Our masses, in in medical science we call it our masses. Our masses means together. I said, why one belief? All beliefs I cancel and delete and everything. Now on doing that, my aura went haywire, it seems, because they could see, I couldn't see. So, and then that day I even forgot to brush my teeth because brushing your teeth to keep them healthy is also a belief. Driving the car on the left side of the road is also a belief. Yeah, not walking on the railway track of a fast train of Mumbai local is also a belief. So actually, I wiped out, Pooja, all beliefs. Now, some beliefs are good for us, they are contributory. So then my teacher told me, idiot, what have you done? Give us permission. I said, okay, yes, sir. Then everybody started healing and all my beliefs came back. So then we got the clarity that you have to work, mind is like a judge. A judge can cancel its order of which it knows that it has written. So I can cancel that belief that I have programmed myself for. That's why it's very important to go to the exact root of that belief from where the thing is coming and cut there. Again, cutting is not deleting, fixing, but to become aware of it. Because if it is there in your life, it's there for a purpose. So, as they say in Access Consciousness very nicely, what's right about this wrongness, which is such a beautiful way, to understand it. That if it's happening and you're feeling it's wrong, I need to delete it, I need to destroy it. No, understand what's right about this. And that comes from accepting it first, getting it close, examining it. So we are just self-examining it. So Pooja, then I would recommend, don't remove all those beliefs. Then you'll die of boredom because you'll have nothing to do then. Because then you're just hanging around. Nothing to do. Okay.
All right.
So I would recommend that you work one belief at a time. It's good in the beginning.
Okay, thank you.
But again, Pooja, that is my interesting point of view. Okay. So if you like to do it that way, go ahead. No issues. Try it out.
Okay.
See your own experience. See your own experience. My experience is this. I would rather go by, one belief at a time.
Okay.
I can earn more money with that. If I remove all beliefs in one session, then see it that way. See it that way. Or
Fair enough.
anyway, the
Thank you.
jokes apart, but
Yeah, I get
um,
what you're saying.
yeah,
Right.
it's good because one belief has many ramifications, and there are certain beliefs which are contributory to us.
Correct.
They are necessary for our growth, if I may use the word.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
ठीक है.
Okay.
So all of you. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yogesh, I think Dr. Sanjeev also wants to kind of ask.
Oh yes, Sanjeev. Sanjeev is my co-facilitator. Yes.
No, no. So here I'm a student, and I am in a difficult situation right now, which is why I have come for this workshop. The difficulty has been earlier I was very happy receiving a lot of money, but recently I don't know what I read, whom I spoke to. So they told me something on the lines of communism, where when you have more resources, when you kind of own more resources, you're robbing other people of their resources. So somewhere I bought their belief system, and my finances have been going down. I have stopped my healing and therapy practice, so I'm not in a good position. So how do I break this particular belief system? That so what bothers me is, if the earth is really abundant, why is there so much poverty? Seeing that poverty really bothers me. So how do I change that?
It's very simple. What I said in the beginning. Earth is abundant. Earth is willing to give. Okay. But are you willing to receive? And your receiving depends on your belief systems and your filters. So, Dr. Sanjeev, since you're a doctor, there is so much oxygen, no? Why a asthmatic has so much problem receiving oxygen?
Bronco.
Are you getting it?
Yeah.
So it's not the problem of oxygen not being there. It's the person with asthma or COPD or the chronic obstructive lung disease where the airways is constricted. He's not taking oxygen inside. And you rightly said that you bought some belief system. Now, if you have bought that belief system, your soul needs to learn something from it. So what is the learning from it? So straight away, let's do this. Let's do this working. And I think this is good for all of us, because all of you who have problem with receiving money in abundance, let's do this. It's good fun. Let's all do it together. Okay. So my problem with restricting my abundance is my soul's temple.
My
Or
problem
my restrictions to my abundance is my soul's temple. Do it in your own sentence. Make your own sentence. Me blocking my resources, money resources, is my soul's temple.
what's coming for me is uh, guilt for having a lot of money is my soul's temple.
Okay, guilt for having a lot of money is my soul's temple when others are all poor and impoverished. How can I enjoy riches? Is my soul's temple.
Guilt for being
Okay,
my soul's temple.
correct. Say it 7 times. My guilt for having lots of money when other people don't have even 2 square meals a day is my soul's temple. My guilt for having lots of money when other people don't have 2 square meals a day is my soul's temple. My guilt for having a lot of money when others don't have is my soul's temple. My guilt for having lots of money when others don't have money is my soul's temple. 7 times, close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and just blow out of your mouth and tell me what's the next belief coming to your mind.
Okay.
Next feeling coming to you.
So the next belief that's coming is whatever was my father's monthly salary, I would earn that in a single day in a single workshop. So I would feel very guilty that I'm, my father.
Okay, my guilt of outcreating my father is my soul's temple. My guilt of outcreating my father is my soul's temple. My guilt of outcreating my father is my soul's temple. My guilt of outcreating my father is my soul's temple. My guilt of outcreating my father is my soul's temple. 3 deep breaths, and as you breathe out, what's coming to your mind?
Blank, actually, blank.
That's it. So beautiful. You now reached almost the root for the moment. Is that the fear is of outcreating my father? How can I shame my father? How can I earn that money that he earns in 1 month in 1 day? He'll feel himself to be such a failure. I can't do that to my father. He gave me birth. I'm so indebted to him. I have to remain less than him so that he feels higher than me and he feels nice. How can I become bigger than him? How can I bring him shorter in stature than me financially? And then what you do is you keep yourself poor. So this could be one of the things. Just be with this, and just keep working on this. Thank you,
Thank you.
Sanjeev, for
Thank you.
sharing this. Thank you for being very vulnerable. Yeah, you are such a big trainer, and on an open forum of 100 people here, or I don't know how many are there, and you are openly speaking that. So I really honor that.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody, my fear of being vulnerable is my soul's temple. My fear of being vulnerable is my soul's temple. My fear of showing my weakness is my soul's temple. My fear of showing my dark side is my soul's temple. My fear of showing that part of me which is soft, which can easily be taken advantage of, which can be made fun of, is my soul's temple.
Hi Yogesh, can I share something?
Yeah, may I
Arshia.
know who's speaking?
Arshia. Arshia.
Yeah, Arshia, bolo.
Hi.
Arshia Sheth.
Yes, Arshia Sweet.
Oh, hi.
Hi, how
Wow.
are you?
I'm good, Arshia. Nice to
So
hear from
just
you.
this is an interesting forum, and what's coming to me is having a comfortable amount of money, not more than that. And I've been doing that is my soul's temple.
Yes, yes. So what would happen if you had more than the comfortable money? What would you have to do which you don't like?
Can't handle.
Correct. So managing money, correct? So
Correct, management.
my inability to manage big money is my soul's temple. My fear of managing big money is my soul's temple. Whatever, whether it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
inability or fear, just pick that word, all of you, along with Arshia, please do it. My inability to handle big money is my soul's temple. My fear of managing big money is my soul's temple. I'll be taken away from my enjoyment and entertainment. I'll be worrying about how to park my money, how to handle my big money, how to save my big money, how to prevent it from being robbed is my soul's temple. Will not have time for myself if I have too much money is my soul's temple. I'll have to guard my money like the snake sits over his money is my soul's temple. Whatever comes to your mind, just say it. Have fun with this therapy.
Okay, Yogesh, Ishita here. I have excruciating chest pain all of a sudden.
So good. So there is a somatization. Something has touched you deeply. So when something in the mind touches you deeply, it somatizes on the physical body. Yeah. So if that happens to any of you, suppose while doing this money kind of work, you get head pain or you start yawning or you start feel pukish or something like that. So if there is yawning, like Mamta is yawning here, okay. So if there is yawning or there is coughing or some wind is passed from below or you're burping, all these are very good sign. If you feel sleepy also, it's a very good sign. But if you get bodily sensation and pain, it is even a better sign because that is where it is stored in your body. So what you do is, Ishita, my chest pain is my soul's temple. Come on, 7 times. Anybody who's getting headache, anybody who's feeling restless, suddenly feeling hungry in spite of eating, do it 7 times.
It's increased.
So my need to hold on to my pain is my soul's temple. My need to hold on to my pains. All of you can use the word pain, problem, and issues. Okay. So those who don't have pain, say my issues. My need to hold on to my issues, to my pain, to my problems, to my poverty, to my lack of abundance is my soul's temple. My need to hold on to, and most of you will start yawning. I can see it on the screen, which is good. And you might feel a little sleepy, but continue saying it. Maybe just change your position, sit straighter.
Okay, I just burped and I'm fine.
Yeah, great, great. So burping is a release, farting is a release. You might want to pee, you might want to pass stool, may feel pukey or vomit, may get a little fever after doing intense soul temple work. It's very good sign. It's a very good sign. That means something has moved. Yeah, something has moved. Okay. So before we go further, since it's brought up in one of the participant, it could be our issue. So let us all say my resistance to overcome my money issues is my soul's temple. Let's do it for 7 rounds. My resistance to overcome my money issues is my soul's temple. My resistance to overcome my money issues is my soul's temple. My resistance to overcome my money issues is my soul's temple. My resistance to overcome my money issues is my soul's temple. My resistance to overcome my money issues is my soul's temple. My resistance to overcome my money issues is my soul's temple. If you don't like the word resistance because it's got negative intonation to it, you can say, my need to hold on to my lack of abundance or prosperity is my soul's temple. My need to hold on to my lack of abundance or poverty or prosperity is my soul's temple. In your own words, say it 7 times. My need to hold on to my lack of abundance is my soul's temple. My need to hold on to my lack of abundance is my soul's temple. My need to hold on to my lack of abundance is my soul's temple. My need to hold on to my lack of abundance is my soul's temple. My need to hold on to my lack of abundance is my soul's temple. My need to hold on to my lack of abundance is my soul's temple. Are you experiencing a different quality of silence around you right now? Some of you, yeah? So as we work in a group, that's the beauty. Some of us are quiet. They may not be interacting, but they are also working in their mind. And the benefit of the group work, everybody gets. You'll suddenly feel a little more silence because there was a big resistance to being rich in this group. And the moment you touch that, suddenly you find some peace descending. Nothing has changed. You're not got money in your bank account, but something has shifted. And now how quickly it will shift outside into your material reality will depend upon how you keep on doing this work with yourself. Every day you can just do it. Whenever money issue comes up or like that, every day think about your money scene and keep working on it. Another good book I would recommend to you is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Very simple book, very nice book. If you ever get a chance, do read it. And if you don't want to do this, if you are as lazy as I am, just do Soul Temple. Very easy. Very easy, free of cost, okay, on contributory basis. Just enjoy it, earn the money through it. How do you do it? Very simple. Keep your hands like this 3, 7, or 21 times. Whatever is the issue, try to catch the feeling. So suppose I want to be rich, but I don't have money. So think about it. If I become rich, what will I have to do which I don't like to do? Simple, one question. And then if I become rich, oh, my money will go away. Oh, I will have to give up the money. I won't know how to save the money. I won't know how to manage the money. Do you see? Everything just came up with this one question. So try to
Hi,
be in
Yogesh.
such, yeah, sorry.
Swati here.
Yeah, Swati, I can't see you. Sorry. Yeah, Swati.
Sule?
No, not Swati Sule.
No, Swati Mandke.
Swati Manke from Nasik. Yes, Swati, bolo.
Yes. मेरा करंट इशू ये है कि मैं न्यूमरोलॉजी की प्रैक्टिस कर रही हूँ और जो भी मैं चार्ज करती हूँ तो उसके बाद मुझे बहुत सारा गिल्ट आता है क्योंकि ये
Okay.
कोविड सिचुएशन में मैं लोगों से इतना पैसा लेती हूँ और जो मेरा चार्ज है जो मैं वर्क कर रही हूँ उसके लिए तो समथिंग आई फील कि वो मेरा ब्लॉक है
ठीक है. सो ठीक है, मत चार्ज करो ना फिर. क्यों करते हो?
बट आई वांट टू अर्न मनी
So what is the problem?
एक्चुअली जब मैं बोलती हूँ ना कि सो एंड सो इज माय फीस आफ्टर दैट मैं ही उनको बोलती हूँ ठीक है मैं 10% डिस्काउंट दे दूंगी और लाइक दैट जो मुझे बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लगता है क्योंकि मैं उसके लिए बहुत हार्ड वर्क कर रही हूँ जो भी मैंने सीखा है उसके लिए मैंने बहुत हार्ड वर्क किया है और जो मैं रिपोर्ट देती हूँ वो भी बहुत हार्ड वर्क के बाद आता है
I have seen your report. It's a wonderful report you give.
या
Very
फिर
well
भी
worked upon. You had sent me one sample. Yes.
या फिर भी मेरे लिए वो एक गिल्ट कॉन्शियसनेस में जाता है
Okay. So Swati, मैं आपको एक क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ. Very simple, हाँ?
हम्म,
In COVID situation, okay, same situation where you are having guilt of asking money. When you go to buy clothes, when you go to buy a phone, when you go to buy groceries, उन लोग आपको डिस्काउंट देते हैं, उनको गिल्ट फील होता है?
नहीं नहीं बिल्कुल नहीं
आपको गिल्ट होता है वो पैसे से खरीदने के लिए चीज?
नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं।
नहीं ना?
नहीं,
So what does this tell you?
आई डोंट नो। एक्चुअली मैंने 2 महीने में बहुत सारा मतलब कंसल्टेशन दिया और बहुत अच्छा अर्निंग किया। बाद में 15 डेज से मुझे ये एक अजीब ही ब्लॉक क्रिएट हुआ है।
Okay, fine. Chalo, let's work on this. All of you who are into healing profession here, yeah, all of you, and who find it very difficult to ask for money, or who feel that I'm not talking about access people, because they have this fantastic thing, they will charge very high, okay, which is good because their sense of self-worth is high. Okay, now this, what you charge for your services depends upon how much you feel worthy of what you're giving and how much you're contributing to others. So in nature, if you see, always, Swati, things flow from abundance to lack. Water flows from high pressure to low pressure. In nature, always things flow from more to less. And these things are karma free. Okay, why I'm telling you this, I'll connect it to you little later. Just keep this concept because these are universal laws. Right now, all the healers who find it difficult to charge money, along with Swati Manke, let's do this. My guilt of charging for amazing life transformation is my soul's temple. 7 times. My guilt for charging people money for transforming their lives is my soul's temple. My guilt of charging people for transforming their lives is my soul's temple. My guilt of charging people for transforming their lives is my soul's temple. 7 times. Take a deep breath, Swati. 3 deep breaths, and as you blow out, tell me what's the next thought popping in your mind, and others also do the same process along with.
Actually, I'm sweating. Nothing is coming.
Okay, my sweating is my soul's temple. Chalo, 7 times. My sweating is my soul's temple. My sweating is my soul's temple. My sweating is my soul's temple. My sweating is my soul's temple.
Palpitation.
My palpitations is my soul's temple. My palpitations is my soul's temple. My palpitations is my soul. Keep on doing that. Now to others in the group. My question is to others in the group. Suppose you're a healer. Suppose you're a service provider. Okay, why healer only? Any service provider. And you're giving very good service, which will change people's lives, which will make their lives better. Okay, like Mr. Sule does paintings. And he knows I'm going to make a painting and it's going to give amazing confidence and good vibrations to this person who's going to buy this Buddha painting of mine, where nobody has painted a Buddha from the top view. I made the top view Buddha. And he gets national awards for his paintings. And he charges 1 lakh for a painting, 2 lakhs, 10 lakhs, whatever. And he feels it's worth it and people buy it. Now, suppose you are doing life transforming work in your service that you provide, and the other person doesn't have that much money. That's what is your perception, huh? That they don't have that money. Like Swati said, in COVID situation, people have all lost their money. They don't have money, etc., etc., etc. So how can I charge for my service of numerology where I will make them happier, healthier, more abundant and richer? Because people come to you for relationship, for finance and for health. Most of the people come to you for these 3 things only. Whether you're a numerologist, graphologist, healer, whatever. These are the 3 things which bother lots of people. They ultimately come to you for this. So let's say Swati Manke improves their relationship, improves their finances, improves their health condition. And then she feels guilty for charging them for this change. Okay, this is the situation. Right. Now suppose if I tell Asha Sakrani sitting here, Asha, your relationships will become superb, your health will become superb, and your what else? Money situation will become phenomenal if you do my numerology session. And I know Asha is coming from Pune where there was a lot of COVID and people lost a lot of money and the business is down, etc., 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 etc. Now, Swati, you will not answer this question. I'm going to ask people here in the group. If I have this service which gives you a guarantee that your life is going to change and you don't have the money. What will you be forced to do to receive it?
Doctor, can I share?
Share, no, I want the answer to this.
Yeah, actually, I'm also into all these occult things and healing. So
No,
I
can I know your name? I can't see you. Sorry.
Sneh Doctor Sneh Valecha.
Sneh Valecha. Yeah, bolo bolo.
Yeah, Doctor, I run away from my clients. Like बहुत बात करना पड़ेगा. मतलब इतने में इतना बात करो. I try to run away. I avoid taking clients. So I think I'm running away from money.
Correct. So good. So see, everybody has a different, unique response to the same situation and the same stimulus. Okay. So I'll come back to you, Sneh. For
Yes.
the time being, let's be with Swati for a moment. Swati is offering a numerology session which is going to change your relationship, which is going to change your health, and which is going to change your money scene to the top of the line, the best in the world. But you don't have money, according to Swati. So in case you don't have money and you're getting these three changes in your life, where your life is going to take a 360-degree turn, what will you be forced to do?
Somehow get that money from some.
Correct.
Somehow.
Correct.
Yes.
To somehow get that money, what will you do? Monica Dharne, what will you do?
Beg, borrow.
Beg, borrow, steal. Yes. What
generate-
else will you do?
Just
What else will
generate.
you do?
Negotiate with Swati.
Okay, let's say Swati does not negotiate. This is my price and you want this, take it or leave it.
I would generate that money.
Fantastic. Very good, Pooja. You will generate. So if I stuck to that price, I actually made you come out of your comfort zone and become more creative, and you actually created that money for you. You already moved out from that so-called poor perceptive state. So it is perception of Swati that others are poor in COVID situation. I know so many people who are squandering wealth during COVID situation. Squandering, that's the right word. People have bought 3 lakhs worth bicycles and they're moving around in my friends in Bandra. 3 lakhs buys, for one bicycle for 3 lakhs. And they are moving around, they're enjoying life. Every week, Saturday, Sunday, they're going to Lonavala. Why? Because we just want to have an ice cream. They are enjoying life. They're saying this is the best time to be alive. We are loving COVID. We don't want the COVID to go away. So it's your perception. What I am perceiving in my mind, I am seeing all around me. My thoughts are creating my reality. So Swati, you have to work on yourself, your guilt of receiving money. Now, Swati, the next question comes to you. What will happen if you become rich? What will you have to do which you don't like? Same first question. Go back to the first thing. Go back to the basics.
Okay, got it.
You got it?
Yes.
You want to share? What is the awareness you got? If it's not personal.
Actually, अभी तो मैं blank हूँ.
अच्छा, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. But think of it in this way.
Yeah.
If I become rich, see how Sneh Valesha said, she has clients. She has good occult skills also. But she runs away from the clients thinking, अरे कौन इतना बात करेगा? Who will talk to them? And she runs away from them. Actually, if you have all these skills, why are you not giving it? And if you don't want to give, why are you there in this field? Do something else what you would like to do. No, who's telling you to be this? है ना? So,
right.
Sneh, where are you?
Yes, doctor, I'm here.
So Sneh, what will happen if you talk to and you give your occult skills? What will happen?
No, it's not that if I give my occult skills, some clients, they pakao a lot. Like they talk too much.
Okay.
इतना सवाल ना तो मैं कभी-कभी बोलती हूँ बाप रे इतना दिमाग का दही कर रहे हैं तो थोड़ा भाग जाओ इन लोगों से.
So that's not an issue for you. Yeah, you're just bored. That's okay. So we are talking about issues. Money. Where is the money related issue in this?
Then I'm not earning the money, no? Like so much.
So what will happen? Again, the same question. Back to the basics. What will happen if you become very rich? What will you have to do which you don't like to do?
How to manage the money, like money management.
So that's why what you're doing, you're feeling they're pakao, they're talking too much, they're doing dimakka, curds, whatever. And then what do? I don't talk to them. So then I don't earn money. Then if I don't have money, I don't have to manage it. Isn't it? So
Yes.
that's how it will go. So basically, you'll go back to the same route. If I become rich, what will I have to do which I don't want to do, or which I fear to do, or which I have had a bad experience in the past with? Same thing. It will go back to the same thing. Go and work only at that level. And what do you have to do? Once you catch that feeling, this feeling is my soul's temple.
The fear of money management is my soul's temple.
Yes. Go into more into depth of that. And then again, you'll see the story. I know your story. Your son, your husband, behind. You go there. If you see, everywhere money was involved.
Yes.
है ना?
True.
Everywhere money was involved. So if you see, suddenly the whole link will open up. Your life will open up from there. And then just keep going back, and keep on doing soul temple. That's it. Don't try to solve it. Just acknowledge it.
Yes,
Just acknowledge
Yogesh.
it. Acknowledge it. Yeah.
Yogesh, I got it. If I am become rich, I may be more successful than my husband.
My guilt
My
of
issue.
outcreating my husband is my soul's temple. Means you are Patni of India. How can you go beyond your Pati Parmeshwar? You are the son of India, Sanjeev. How can you outcreate your father? You know, these are hierarchical systems, unwritten laws of Indian family tradition, which we are
Right.
kind of following. Okay, so do that. How can I outcreate all the people? In fact, you can all say, my fear of outcreating everybody else, including myself, is my soul's temple.
Soul's temple.
My fear
Right.
of outcreating everybody around me, including myself, is my soul's temple. My fear of outcreating everybody around me, including myself, is my soul's temple. My fear of outcreating everybody around me and myself is my soul's temple. Do it for 4 more rounds.
Krishna had a question.
So I have a fear that, if I give up on my job, I will not make enough money. What I want to do is I want to do private practice. So I've been a lawyer since last 11 years, and I feel I'm ready for a private practice, but I have a deep fear that if I give up on my job, I will not be able to make enough money. And I want to do business and like a freelance private practice basically. So, because my dad had massive business losses somewhere in 1987, which have been in my subconscious all the time, I really fear uh, going ahead with that. But I have I have good skills of, doing business. Whenever I've tried it, I've, made like 30K, 3,000, for example. So I always do well there, but the fear to do it is very deep.
Okay, so my fear of business losses is my soul temple. Start with that only. You know, soul temple is very easy. You don't have to analyze. Just start from there. My fear of business loss is my soul temple. My fear of being a failure is my soul's temple. My fear of replicating my father is my soul's temple. Just do that. Just right now do it, Krishna. My fear of repeating or replicating the losses of my father in business is my soul's temple. Do it 7 times. And all of you, if you also have this fear that I may not be successful if I follow my heart, is my soul's temple. Just do it. Or if I take my own, if I do not walk the beaten, trodden path, or if I do something different, if I follow my heart, I may not be successful, is my soul's temple. Krishna, anything coming up? As
No,
you did
it's
this?
just that I'm sweating in my face a lot. Nothing
So, okay,
other
my,
than that.
my sweating in the face is my soul's temple. Just continue. Do it 7 times.
Yeah, yeah.
Krishna, can I ask you one question?
Yes.
Krishna, what will happen if you become successful in practice?
I will not have real friends and I will be very lonely.
Fantastic. There you go. Chalo. If I'm successful, I will be lonely. You know, there's a saying, it's lonely at the top. Yeah, how many
Yes.
of us have learned
I
that?
think that,
Yeah, is my soul.
yeah, I've always been told that Parveen Babi committed suicide because she was very successful. So somehow that image keeps coming to my mind.
Okay. So, bolo. It's lonely at the top is my soul's temple. If I become successful, I will be lonely is my soul's temple. All of you think your association with success. If you're successful, what will happen which you don't like? So some people say, my relatives will think I'm very rude and arrogant. Like Pooja said, if I get too much money, I will become very rude and arrogant.
For me,
So
it is
like that.
I'll have to do a lot of work and I will not
So
take
if I have too much, if I become too successful, I have to do a lot of work. If I become too successful, there'll be too much responsibilities on me. If I'm too successful, I'll be made the chairman of the society, which I don't want to be. Okay, for instance, is my soul's temple. Success is associated with too much work, is my soul's temple. Success is associated with too much responsibility, is my soul's temple. Success is associated with lack of my personal space, is my soul's temple. Success is associated, I will not get free time to do what I love to do, is my soul's temple. So many associations. Keep working on it.
I think I feel I'm just lazy.
So take care. My laziness is my soul's temple. So it's good to be lazy. Steve Jobs always said, when I want something to be done in the quickest and the cheapest and the best way, I give it to the laziest person. Because they find the solution quickly because they're too lazy. So maybe laziness is your strength, Use it to your advantage. Lazy people are very creative. They know shortcuts to everything. Why are you making it wrong? Okay, Krishna, what's coming up?
Nothing. I'm blank now.
Very good. For today, so whenever you're doing soul temple, you go blank for that issue, for that day, take a stop. That doesn't mean it's gone. Maybe it's gone. We don't know. Okay, because the changes in your life will tell you whether the issue has been resolved or no. But at least for that thing, then if you have more energy, more time, take up something else and work on it till you go blank again. Blank means for that day, mind says, okay, stop.
Correct.
Okay. But now, if every time you start doing this work and you're not going ahead and blank is only coming, that means now there is mind resistance. It doesn't want to go further. So you cannot fool yourself. Okay. Don't fool yourself.
Yeah.
And whenever that happens, just say, not wanting to overcome my issue is my soul's temple.
Okay.
Not wanting to overcome my issues is my soul's temple. And then you'll get the answer why. Because if I overcome my issues, what will happen? I'll get money. If I get money, what will happen? I'll become successful. If I become successful and I become rich, what will happen? Then I'll have to do which I don't want to do. Again, back to the basic.
Right.
So that one question is like a kingpin question. That's why I put it right in the beginning for you. That will open up everything.
Yes. Got it.
Okay. So work like this on yourself. It's fun. Just do it every time. You just feel so nice because you'll kind of open up so many other Pandora's boxes which have been lying dormant in you. And that takes a lot of load off you.
Yeah.
It will make you very authentic to yourself.
Yeah.
Jay, you want to say something?
So this resistance sometimes, comes because of ego also. So then what to do about that?
Okay, so my ego is my soul's temple.
Okay.
This is all your analysis.
Okay.
Don't analyze. Don't analyze. And if you feel it's coming due to my ego, okay, my ego coming in the way of my whatever, and is my resistance, is my soul temple. Just do it. Don't analyze.
Okay. Got it.
Just keep doing. Just keep doing. Just keep going. Just keep going. Suppose then you don't know what to do. Okay, my confusion. I don't know what to do now in soul temple is my soul's temple. You can do that also.
Okay.
The idea is to have fun. Idea is to have fun and just keep doing. Just keep doing. Keep doing. Awareness will come.
Okay. Thank you.
And whenever you get stuck, immediately ask, so what will happen if all my therapy becomes successful? Then I'll get money. Okay, when I get money, then what will happen? What will I have to do which I don't want to do?
Right. Thank you. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Great. Okay. Now, Ishita, you said somebody wanted to ask.
Monica Darne.
Yeah.
I feel like a school teacher.
My need to feel like a school teacher is my soul's temple.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi. First of all, for me, money means a lot of security, at the same time, freedom and independence. But the thing is, right since my childhood, I've never wanted to work for it. It was like not wanting to work for it for fending the, in the sense that fending for the family or fending because
if I don't work, I wouldn't get the money kind of thing. But it's always been the opposite with me. I've always had to work to make the money and run. I mean, you know, spend for the house and things like that. And it just doesn't change. I don't know why it doesn't change. The more I try to get it that way, the more it runs away from me. I don't understand why. And then I have no issues about money, that if money is there with me, what will people be with me, or what will people think of me, or anything like that. It's just that, and the kind of money I want is not like something. How do I say that? I want money for lots of luxuries or anything. I want money to have a very secure, comfortable, peaceful living. Like, at the end of the month, I shouldn't be struggling for the basics and a few other things in life. That's all my money requirement is. So, how does it work?
So how would you put your problem in one line?
I want the money, but I don't want to work for it. I want it to come from somebody else.
That's it. Good. I want the money, but I don't want to work for it. Very nice. That's being very authentic. Chalo. I love to have money, but I don't want to work for it is my source temple. 7 times. Same with me, huh? I have this same thing. I also don't like to work for money. But I found a formula now. I don't work and I get money.
You should share with me.
But the thing is, my formula may not work for you.
Yeah.
Your formula is your formula. Okay, now what is the underlying belief? You get money only if you work.
Yeah.
So my belief that I will get money only if I work hard is my soul's temple. My belief that I get money only if I work hard is my soul's temple. 7 times. So all others see how it is. For her, she's made her life tough, full of struggle. So there's no ease. She doesn't want easy life. Of course, ease
No,
and
I want
easy are
an
two
easy
different
life.
things. No, that
I
is what
want
your
an-
conscious mind wants, but your subconscious doesn't want, no. You want to struggle, no. Now tell me, if money comes easily to you, what will happen?
Nothing. What will I do?
So there you go. So if things come easy, money comes easily, then you don't know what to do. So what to do means what? What do you mean by that?
I mean, then probably I'll have everything, no? I mean, whatever I want, I'll have. Probably with
So then
money,
what
I
will
can buy
happen?
everything.
So suppose you have everything that you want and whatever you want and it's easy and as much as you want, then what will happen to Monica?
I'll get bored, probably.
So there you go. My fear of boredom, if I have lots of money, is my soul's temple. Chalkar. And this is very common. My fear of boredom, if I have lots of money, is my soul's temple. My fear of boredom, if I have lots of money, is my soul's temple. My fear of boredom, if I have lots of money, is my soul. 7 times, take 3 deep breaths. Monica, just be with it while I talk to others. Just be with it. So boredom is one of the primary causes for a lot of problems in people. Because we want masala, we want challenges in life because it gives us a sense of achievement. And you feel good, no? That adrenaline rush is there. See, I did it. It was so tough, but I conquered it. I did it. I got it. So if you want challenges in your life, you will attract it. Yeah.
I don't want challenges. And I've had enough challenges now.
Yeah. So work with it. No, don't say I don't want. First, acknowledge your need for it. Why are you doing it? Because you don't want boredom. So you remove all the associations of boredom. Yeah, Amit Putane.
Yeah, Pallavi. This is Pallavi.
Yeah.
So I've been observing a lot that actually I enjoy what I do. Whatever work I do, I enjoy it a lot.
What do you work as?
Sorry?
What do you work as?
I'm a development officer with LIC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But after this COVID and even before that, I've been observing, I've been really working hard on my team, individual agents of mine, but a kind of result I expect is not coming. The same is happening with the new recruits whom I'm recruiting, the new in my team. When I'm trying to follow them up with the exam dates and all further things, many of them are not replying, many of them are not ready to give exam. So this has all resulted in procrastination of the work. I don't want to do work, I don't want to go to office, and I have recognized these feelings. These feelings are not good. I don't like this feeling. When I get up in the morning, I feel like, Array, I have to go today again the same thing I'm going to do. I'm going to call people, I'm going to motivate them, but they're not going to work. This is because probably this has been happening for a number of months right now. So I want to get out of this feeling. I don't like this feeling. I have never been like this in my life. I hate my version of this which I am right now.
Okay, so Pallavi, there's a universal law. What you resist will persist. So when
Yes,
you hate this feeling and you don't want it, it will come more to you.
correct.
So best is you just say this feeling is my soul's temple. Acknowledge it.
Okay.
Huh? Just acknowledge it. My hatred for procrastination is my soul's temple. People not doing the work, I'm making it so easy for them. I'm developing their life. I'm a development officer. And people not taking advantage of my expertise and my skills and my help that I'm giving them is my soul's temple. Hmm. Just work on this. Just keep on going further and further. What will happen if everybody starts reporting people's life change with you and the new recruits who come and they move ahead in life and everybody comes and gives the exam, they pass with flying colors, then what will happen?
Then they will do business. If they do good business, I will have a name in my division, in my branch. I'll be successful. Whatever work I'm doing, it will be worth it. I will feel more like, okay, whatever I'm doing is right, and I'm changing people's life. I'm changing their financial stats in their life. So I'll be very content. I'll be very happy.
And then what will happen?
Then I'll move ahead. I will do more and more recruitment. I'll do more and more work. I'll be busy.
And then what will happen? Then what will happen?
I'll be enriching people's lives. So
Then what will happen? Let's say you've enriched the whole earth, all lives on earth. Then what will happen?
That won't happen. How is it possible?
Just think, no, just think. Just for the sake of
I'll
thinking.
continue doing it. I enjoy whatever I'm doing.
Okay, so you have covered every human being on earth. Everybody's life is enriched. Now what will happen?
I will be at peace.
You will be at peace. So now what you do is, my lack of peace is my soul's temple.
Correct.
My fear of peace is my soul's temple.
Okay.
Work on that.
My
Try to go on.
my fear of peace.
Fear of being peaceful. Yeah. Now, one step after this you go is, if you're peaceful, how will your life change which you don't want it to change that way?
Then I don't have to call people. They will be on their own. They will do their own business.
Correct. Then what will happen?
Masala. As you said, there'll be no masala in life.
Yeah, you will not be wanted.
Maybe.
So my need for significance. So this used to happen in my family. Like anything wrong in my family, everybody will keep calling me for every small thing. Nobody will do any work on their own.
Okay.
And I used to feel very good initially. I was the Mr. Fix It for everything. Till one day I got so bloody fed up. Can't you all do one simple thing? Call the electrician. You have to call me in the hospital where I'm treating patients to tell me plumber ko bulao. You have the number at home. I've kept the diary. No, he listens only to you when you call. When we call, he doesn't come. Till I realized my need to be needed was very strong. So come on, let's all do this.
Okay.
My need to be needed is my soul's temple.
My need to be needed is my soul's temple.
My need to be significant is my soul's temple.
My need to be significant is my soul's temple.
I feel good only when I am of service to somebody is my soul's temple. I feel my life is worth it only if I'm useful to somebody. My life has meaning only if I make a difference to somebody's life. is my soul's temple. My desire to transform the world is my soul's temple. My desire and my need to heal the universe is my soul's temple. You can go one step ahead. My need to heal Mother Earth is my soul's temple. My need to repair the ozone layer is my soul's temple. My need to make the forest green again is my soul's temple. My need to save all the stray dogs is my soul's temple.
How do you know about stray dogs? I have one in my complex. I love him a lot.
I am just saying general things. Don't worry. I'm not a mind reader. Ah. So, like that, we want to be significant. We want to be useful because somebody told us in the beginning that your life is meaningful if you are of some help and use to others and you make somebody's life different. Means तुम्हारे मरने के बाद भी तुमको कोई याद करे तो तुम्हारी जिंदगी कुछ काम की थी. Blah 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 is my soul's temple. All these belief systems we have picked up from mother, father, history, movies, etc. And we try to live up to them, and that creates stress. Because my teacher used to say something very nice. Mamta is here, she will know. She says, there are trees across on the highways. Nobody waters them. They still grow. They still give good fruit. Nobody sprays fertilizer on them. As compared to the plants in the house, in the garden, we are putting fertilizer, we are watering everything. Still you see them rotting, everything happening to them. So everybody is taken care of. Somewhere if we trust that. Okay. So my inability to trust that everything is taken care of is my soul's temple. My inability to trust that everything is taken care of by the universe, by the larger intelligence which is at work, is my soul's temple.
Can I just say something?
Yeah, can you say a name?
Pooja Sajdev. This
Happy
is
to
the
go.
same thing that stops me from doing charity. Not stop. I mean, I use this to not do charity. Arey, sab apna apna sambhal lenge. This is the exact same thing.
But that should not be a reason and excuse for you to not earn money then. You said that if I have too much money, I'll have to become a philanthropist and do charity.
Correct.
हाँ,
और
so
मुझे
then
देना
that's not
नहीं
a
है और मुझे देना
हाँ.
नहीं है तो उसका जस्टिफिकेशन मैं ये निकालती हूँ कि सब
So then that's a defense mechanism. It's
हाँ
like
करेक्ट
grapes asar.
हाँ करेक्ट that's exactly that's I
It's a defense mechanism. It's not true wisdom.
correct
है ना? So just be aware of that. That's okay. That's cool. It's fun to be selfish because you're allowing others to grow then. Because if you help, then they don't grow on their own. Yeah. You can empower somebody by helping them help themselves. That's another great way to do it rather than spoon feeding.
Dr. Yogesh, this reminds me of something that I think you told me sometime last year. And I think that created such a big shift that you don't have to go through trauma yourself or challenges yourself in order to prove the world that you are something, or you're good, or you're a good doctor XYZ, or whatever it is. You don't need to go through pain and trauma in order to build up a big story that can sell, that you can sell to others. And I think that just moved me on a very, very deep level. It just kind of resonated with what's happening. You don't need to kind of my takeaway is you don't need to go through poverty in order to prove that you're a nice person, or you're a respectable person. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of add to what you told
so
me
true.
that time.
Thank you, Ishita. Yeah, it's like, you don't have to go through cancer to be a cancer surgeon. Now, if that is true, then as a doctor, I'm screwed. Because for every malaria I have to treat, I have to go through malaria. Every COVID I have to treat, I have to go through COVID to understand them. For every cancer I treat, do I need to go through every cancer to understand them? It doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. So you don't need to go through pain or trauma or problems to understand the problems of others. And that is the difference between sympathy and empathy, which is taught in psychology. One needs to empathize and not sympathize. So guys, this is what it is. Very simple. Soul Temple working with finances or basically any issue is check your association with those issues. Best way to do is, I'll tell you a shortcut, my secret of success. Whenever you think you don't have something in life, imagine if you already had it, what would you have to do which you don't like to do if you had it? Let's say you want a very good physique and a body, and you don't have it. That's why you desire it. In fact, your desire to have something is nothing but a proclamation of your biggest loss in life. So when you say, I want health, you're proclaiming to the universe that I don't have it. That's a loss you have, no? So desire for something is nothing but a statement of your loss. And that's why they say drop the desire. When you drop the desire, you already have it. Try to think about it. So very simple is, whenever you want something, imagine if you already had it, what would you have to do which you don't like to do? And then work on it. So whether it's health, whether it's wealth, whether it is relationships or anything. If I had it, what will I have to do which I don't like it? And then soul temple it. How do you soul temple it? Simple. Once you get that, 7 times soul temple, 3 deep breaths, foo, foo, foo. See something else which comes up. Anything which is unrelated also. Keep doing till you go blank. And keep doing this every night, maybe for 21 days. So my suggestion to all of you is that at bedtime, every night when you lie down, just think of things which have been disturbing you, which have been upsetting you. Today we are doing finance, so think about things which are disturbing you about finances, about money, and immediately check what is the feeling associated with it. And just do the soul temple for that feeling. Then the next feeling will come up, then the next feeling will come up. And just keep doing it. Halfway through, you'll go to sleep. Very good. That is good enough. If you're not asleep, take another thing regarding finances which is bothering you. Maybe a past loss, maybe a future insecurity about money, maybe your child's future, your spouse's future, whatever. Your EMIs, your money problem, like Pallavi said about her team, which is not giving the exam and the business is not coming. Think about that. And what does it make you feel? Catch the feeling, work on the soul temple. Just keep doing it, keep doing it. Don't expect any results. Do it for 21 continuous days, because in 21 days, a neural pathway is formed in your brain. Even if there is a 1 day gap, next day becomes day 1. Keep doing it, no harm. And it's very doable. Don't you think so? If you think this is useful, whether money comes or no, at least your peace of mind will come. And once that comes, automatically other things will come. Can you try it? Yeah. Just try it and see, for whatever it is worth. So thank you very much. And I want you all to thank Ishita for organizing this. And she takes all the trouble and does I don't think it's trouble. I think she does it with ease. And it's fun, Ishita, to work with you. And thank you everybody for being here.
I love doing it with you, so it's not a trouble. I enjoy it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. To many more.
Thank you so much.
Okay, may you have lots of money, yeah, with ease.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you, Ishita.
Thank you, doctor. Welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. Good night. Bye.
Thank